Let's talk about how the ads integrate between our ad server, the website, AdSense, and different plugins on the website. So this would be a different topic than, just working within AdSpeed, working within targeting reports, probably more of the stuff that you've done before. And this video will be more about how it works, how where does it link up with the website to display. And we can have long periods where we don't need to mess with these things, but you may need to, and it would be because it's more technical and because it's something that is unique to our website, the way that we did it. It would be hard to figure out without an overview. Maybe just really quick, this is a bit of probably a review. You might already know this, but within AdSpeed, you know how the zones go from Super R, like the sidebar, Super R to R1 to R2 to R3 to R4, and the top banner, where's the top banner? Top banner goes to the top and bottom banner backup. Mobile top banner goes to mobile banner backup. I believe this, yes, secondary zone. This is our backup 1. Primary zone, Super R. That means it's like you can just picture it, what's above it and what's below it. And this is just where you would change that. So I don't know if you've really had to edit the zones for any reason, but that's where you would do it. Zones all, and then comes up as under edit. So, ooh, that's not right, actually. We're not using Jay Carter anymore, so I should go in and change that to R4. Anyways, I just wanted to show you that because, being able to picture the zones is important, because I want to talk about how we have R4 being separate now. For a few years, we had all the sidebar, well, I call them sidebar, but they, it's more accurate to call them by their size, 300 by 250, because they appear on mobile in that size, and most of our traffic is mobile. So anyways, those ads were appearing with one single ad call, and then they were populating across that kind of that hierarchy of R1 satisfy, or no, Super R satisfy R1 for paid ads with set amount of impressions usually. Make sure any of those that need their impressions based on the restrictions get it before going to R2. And then R4 is separate. It's not part of the inheritance anymore. It's, well, actually no, the terminology is a little bit confusing here, because we call R4 the spot in the sequence. It's the fourth one, but it's no longer R4 in terms of inheriting it from R3, because before it didn't matter when we were calling them all at once. We didn't have it going to a specific spot, and the reason we did that was because we were running into issues before where something would be, we would be linking ads to certain spots with a certain amount of impressions. So something might have 2,000 in the first spot. A few days later, something else. maybe was scheduled, wants 4,000. All of a sudden you could be going over in one spot while you have other spots that are showing house ads or showing, whatever we have programmed there, things that aren't paid ads. So that's originally why we did this. It's more flexible. It's something that I found within AdSpeed, and this goes into it. It did involve some coding, which we'll talk about later, if we can fit in this video, otherwise part 2. But I just want to talk about that because we actually have a pending request from Genya to take out the Google ads from the top, the leaderboard in mobile and desktop. And so the way we're going to do that is do a house ad for those spots, which you guys can do, but we'll take R4 or exclusive holdover, whatever you want to call it, the thing that's appearing in the fourth spot, the fourth 250 by 300 spot, and make that a Google ad instead of a house ad, which is what it is now. And also we can talk about how the house ads can be served through the server, or they can just be piped in directly to the widgets, which saves us from having to, because we pay for the ad server based on the number of impressions, and you'll see if you're managing the ad server that we go over often. We go over our limit, so we might raise the limit, or we might just keep paying extra when we go over. But it's better to limit the impressions if we can, and one way to do that is to not pay for house ads to be piped through here if we don't need to. So it made sense to do it when we were having the house ads be one of the like the last thing that would show after all the paid ads had shown. But because we're talking about a spot like that fourth spot, which is no longer part of any hierarchy, you might as well just do it right within the site. So we'll do Google through the site too, just to show you. So, okay, how does this look? Widgets, sidebar widget. So you can see custom ad, custom ad, custom ad, image. It's a JPEG linking to that page. And just bring it up real quick. You can see it right here. It looks just like it would if it were coming through AdSpeed. Because I'll show you how it would have looked before. You can see these custom ads. Again, widget review real quick. Anything over here that's placed within a widget area is something from this side, and you can use them. We can reuse them. Custom ad is a widget, and this is the part that is different. So what does this say? AdSpeed display 818340. What's the next one? 818341. Next one, 818342. So those are 3 ads, and they're all calling the same spot, which I believe would correspond with Super R, I think. You see the zone ID here. Yeah. So if you want to read into that, it's here. It just talks about how basically you're calling three ads for one spot, and the way that you would get different ads is because of that inheritance, where R1 comes after Super R, R2 comes after R1. So this is like a cascading thing. It's happening in milliseconds, and it's quicker, and it also has the flexibility like I was talking about before, so that you don't need to worry about worrying about the impression limits and the likely impression ceiling for the overall site for individual spots. you can just have those paid ads propagate over the 3 spots. So before, we would have had, in the 4th spot, we would have had 81, 834, 3. And if you've done any coding, you'd recognize 0. That's just a thing with a lot of computer code. It doesn't start, the first spot is not 1, the first spot is 0. That's how that works. So here, how do we want to get Google in here? So I said before, you know, we could just go through ad speed. We could take one of the Google ads, Google sidebar, and hook it up to what would be the exclusive holdover. And where is that? And the reason you wanted to do, why am I not seeing that? Huh. I wonder if we got rid of that. Oh well. Well, the way we're going to do it then is to take the ad code and plug it directly into the widget. We get the ad code from AdSense, something you probably never used. Log in with HVT Web, credentials in the web guide, navigate over to ads, and we're going to use one of these. Now I know I just created mobile 300 by 250. It's very easy to create a new ad unit. You just, it's up here. There's by site, by ad unit. Use the display ad. And then when you create a new one, it basically, I don't think there's much to configure. You just get to, just brings you to this code. So this is JavaScript code. So I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to go to this spot, take out this widget, find the another custom ad widget, paste that code right in there. Oops. Want this to be below that. So I'm not sure if this is going to instantly be there. We'll take a look. Eventually it will be. Sometimes it takes a little bit. But that's how that works. And then up here, I think we would, yeah, let's do that while we're here. Let's go over to ads, or no, go to zones. I don't want to do this. Some kind of subscribe ad we could put there. For demonstration purposes. Take subscribe. We shouldn't do that because that doesn't exist. Anyways, you get the idea that once we're back in ad speed, this should be familiar territory, where you want to put a house ad here because there was a house ad down here, and we're kind of switching them to make a Google ad down here. So let me pause the video real quick, just so we can see it take effect. Okay, here it is. I just wanted to show you. It actually wasn't a delay that caused that issue, or caused it not to show. It was that I didn't hit saved. So, okay, we'll stop. Part 1.